Hey everybody, and welcome to Joker's Wild Side Reacts. I am Global,
I am Jax.
and today we got a good one for the episode that just came out last night. We want to get you this earlier, so Friday we're doing a doubleheader for you. Don't record, sorry. We're doing Invincible Season 2, Episode, what is it, 4? 3?
Episode 3.
You have the title for it?
This Missive, This Machination.
Okay.
The title doesn't make any sense to me, also because my thesaurus is about as thick as my phone. So
Not thick at all.
exactly. I don't know many words. I'll definitely be looking these words up and thinking back. Is this something that makes sense with the title?
I mean, this episode was interesting in many ways. Let's get right into it.
Starts off with backstory telling.
Yes, a little bit of that. I actually don't remember the beginning exactly.
All right. Okay, so first, missive. A letter, especially a long one or official one. I can kind of see where it plays in. And then I'll look up machination. But essentially, it started off with a story from old, talking about how what is the Invincible's dad's race?
Viltrumites.
Viltrumites. It talked about the Viltrumites attacking planets and how they were unfair. And a group of aliens who were trying to rise up against the Viltrumites, and they got wiped out completely.
Yes.
Then there was, well, not completely. There was a uprising, but the uprising wasn't good enough. So the Viltrumites were like, screw your whole planet. It's gone. One group of family.
Heartless.
Oh, yeah. One family survived, and they went off on their way.
And this is when they started experimenting and making the clones or whatever, right?
Yeah, trying to regrow the population. As anybody who has just witnessed a complete destruction of a planet, their species joins the coalition of worlds or coalition of planets.
Yes. That's when they find out they're trying to make one of their own that could possibly be the Viltrumite. They're trying to enhance their genetics to make them stronger, faster, whatever. And none of them succeed, but this one.
The first one.
Named?
Alan.
The one we saw fighting Invincible in Season 1 on the moon.
Oh, yeah.
So he's proved to be a monster to fight. And before he's even a teenager, he's stronger than anybody else around.
Oh, yeah. They give this whole big kick-ass, badass backstory behind him. Build him up. And you're just like, oh, my gosh. Whole hero introduction.
Yes, very good. And then finally the day comes where they're like, okay, now you got to go find a Viltrumite and fight him. Boy, was he underprepared. We're not going to go into the details of it because we don't want to spoil so much. But wow. Yeah.
There was a lot that happened. It even gave honorable mentions to Urath and Earth.
Yes.
One very important thing, I don't know how much you wanted to go into it, where Alan found a half Viltrumite that might be able to fight a Viltrumite.
Yeah, fully. That was what they were dealing with, but also it goes back and forth between him and Mark in college. They go into their dorms. What's it called? His friend,
roommate,
is now his roommate, officially in college. And they're going over what the sock on the doorknob means. That's just so funny. But then immediately he goes into the door closes. Oh, he has a sock really that fast, right? So he goes over to his girl's. Jesus, what's her name?
Oh my gosh, I am having a brain ache.
Yeah, this is how much I don't like her. But anyways, they start getting it on. Obviously, questions come up about superheroes and obviously sex. Would you blow my my head off if you slammed on me too much or whatever? If his sperm was super strong or super whatever.
Oh yeah. Do you have super sperm?
That shit was funny. That conversation must have been awkward as hell. But then it goes into a narrator when it started going like, okay, let's give him some privacy. I laughed so hard when that was going on.
Dude, there were so many moments. This was the episode of getting it on.
Yeah, because then it goes to Alan going back to the coalition, and then he meets his girl, and they start getting on, and the narrator tries to go back to Mark, and they're still getting on, so he's like,
One thing that I really did enjoy about those scenes is it showed how little he could be in life, and that he was just living his normal life, that he was just relaxing and enjoying his time.
Yes.
It didn't have to be anything super crazy.
Yeah, definitely. So when he goes back to the coalition, he explains what happened with Mark / Invincible. And apparently there's a rumor. There's a rumor that there's a mole inside, right? Because there's a planet that...
Was it Amber?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I think
it's Amber.
Yeah, I don't like her. But there was a rumor going around that they had a new planet, and that planet got immediately attacked by Viltrumites. So obviously there's a mole somewhere. Then the head guy, I'm not going to go too much into it, says you need to investigate this, blah, blah, blah.
Find the mole.
And all of a sudden, he gets attacked by
Viltrumites. 3 of them.
They beat the fuck out of him.
But they were grilling him
at first,
specifically about what was happening on planet Earth.
Yeah, not Urath.
Not Urath.
Don't get it reversed.
No one cares about Urath.
Don't get it reversed like Alan got it messed up. But yeah, it was just they grilled him, and then they beat the living crap out of him. They punched his guts out, literally.
The entire time, like when they first started hitting him, I'm like, oh man, he's getting messed up. And then his eye popped out.
Oh.
And I was just like, oh man, he's gone. And then they just kept going on him, and I'm like, no, he's gone. And it was still like 20 more seconds, and I was like, he's gone.
Especially when that fist goes to the stomach.
Oh yeah, he's obliterated, floating in space.
I thought he was done, and I was a little like, no, they can't kill fucking Alan. They can't kill him. Come on, man.
Well,
they can Seth Rogen, the voice actor.
The voice actor.
And I'm like, no, you can't do that. But it comes out that he survived somehow.
Yeah,
that
he's on respiration, ventilation, whatever you want to talk about, a mangled chunk of meat.
That ass whooping still survived it. But his lady's there crying, obviously, and then someone walks in that we saw when he was talking about what was going on Earth. Kind
of like the Grand Master, I would almost say, of the...
We're not going to say much on who it is, what he looks like, anything. He was one of the masters. It was not who you would expect right away. He comes in, dismisses his girl.
I'll take care of him.
Her boy did. And then apologizes to Alan after he opens up the bat container that he's in.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, Alan.
Boy, was that... I really hope he's not dead. It's not looking...
There was a flat line. I don't think Alan's alive.
I know, me neither.
I was a little sad, but I don't think Alan's gone, if that makes sense.
I think they're going to regenerate from some of his cells or something.
Something's going to happen, I feel.
Yeah, that's some of my prediction right there. I don't remember if that's where it ended or if it went back to... Oh, no, it did go back to Earth.
Earth. Who's Alan now?
Yeah, exactly. And then this was funny. As an alien comes in disguised as a hero from Earth.
That Invincible has
a poster on this freaking
little figurine.
But Invincible sees right through that. They fight a little bit. He says, we need you to help us on our planet. He ends up going. Caesar's trying to talk him out. He's like, nah, I got it.
You're not supposed to go. Well, 42 billion people could die.
Yeah.
And he tells his girlfriend, and his girlfriend, Amber, convinces him, if it's for people, go.
Yeah. So that's why I'm like, okay, Amber's okay here at this moment. What happened in season 1, I did not like. The one where it took him a while to reveal his identity. I'm like, bitch. That's a decision that's heavy to let out, especially to someone you're barely getting to know. So, but anyways, enough of me bitching. So he ends up going. The bug gets his story confused. That was funny to me.
Yeah, the second that he started getting his story confused, I was just like, this is a setup.
I 100%. I'm like, oh, he's gonna like beat up. He's gonna get captured. And then they said, oh, meet our leader or whatever the freak they call it.
I swore that they said Queen Regent, but maybe they said King Regent. And
it was kind of they might have used like them instead of him or her, like a pronoun similar or a word that will represent everyone, their royalty.
Yeah.
Majesty. They use majesty.
Majesty.
That's what it was, something like that. So then they come out, Invincible bows, and all you hear is,
hello, son.
Oh, shoot. And you just get a quick glimpse of Omni-Man. And
pans out, and just looks at him.
Your thoughts first. First, you go ahead. Your thoughts.
I didn't expect to see Omni-Man so freaking quickly. We talked about in our last covering of it, we expect to see Omni-Man the last episode.
That's what we were expecting.
Yeah, 100%. That's everything that I was thinking. I didn't think that they were going to shove him in so much. With Invincible being where he's at now, he is a 6-day space travel away from his home. And now he is stuck on a planet with his dad, who he wants to kill?
Question mark?
Question mark? So it's going to be interesting to see if they send reinforcements to go and help him.
I don't think they could reach the signals. Can't reach that far. Because 6 days in space, it's a long ass time.
Oh yeah.
So, I enjoyed it. Like I said, like you, I didn't expect Omni-Man to come so soon, but I'm glad he did. This, first of all, our grade system on this one. I'll go first. I'll give it 2 thumbs up, almost a middle finger up. I enjoyed the crap out of it. From the storytelling, the backstory of Alan, from the narrator fumbling and bumbling when they're trying to get it on. That was great. Revealing that there was a mole in their coalition shows how really flawed that coalition really is. And the big surprise at the end being on the Mac. You know what? F it. I'm switching it. 1 middle finger up.
All right.
I enjoyed the hell out of it. And then Alan being destroyed, as much as I didn't want to see it. It hits the feels, but it was great action. It shows how freaking strong these guys are. So I get 1 middle finger up, maybe 1.5 middle fingers up. It was really good.
See, now for me, it's 2 right out the gate. I love it. It was
a great episode.
It was such a great episode. It is everything that I look for in a show. It was able to contain comedy. Yes. The adult scenes were pretty funny in it. Not saying that that's a hyper-focused point that I really enjoyed, but I enjoyed it.
He likes the fan service.
Yeah, exactly. I like all the assets.
So do I. All their personalities.
Exactly. It's so big. It was good. It had the action. It had the storytelling basis. It took me for several different turns.
Yes.
I didn't ever know what to expect for it. And I keep thinking I've figured out this show, but I can't figure out this show, and I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, like you said, there was a few left turns that we did not see coming. I did see the dog being not really the dog, the hero.
Yeah, no, I was just like, that's too goofy.
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
But then I also started thinking, for just a half second,
I thought it was Omni-Man.
multiverse guy.
That's true. But also for a second, I'm like, oh, this is Omni-Man in disguise.
Mm-hmm.
I was a little off, but I was really close. It came back later, but
yeah, for just a smidge, I thought it was multiverse. And that being said, Away Allen could come back with Multiverse Man.
Mm-hmm.
As much as I talk about how I dislike how multiverses just keep bringing people back, Allen is the exception for me.
Gotcha. So you're saying that's one of your predictions? Multiverse will bring him back?
I feel like Allen is... I don't know. Allen could be a core character, or he could just not be anything. Because think about it this way. He did fight Omni-Man when he was defending Earth.
Mm-hmm.
He kept coming back to fight Omni-Man specifically.
But the thing is also in season 1, Omni-Man, he's not that strong. So there's a possibility Omni-Man was holding back.
Mm-hmm.
So
it very well could be. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just think that Allen is a very strong character.
Yes.
And it would be very good to help fight the good fight against Omni-Man. And that is my biggest reason for why he would come back. Is I do appreciate how strong Invincible is, but he's not strong enough to beat his dad. Look at almost all of his fights. He ends up on the ground and struggling. He is struggling for a majority of his fights.
Yeah.
So unless he overcomes and gets really strong really quickly and like turns coat, he's going to need assistance.
Okay. One thing I see coming up here is Invincible unlocking that next level. And what I mean by that is in season 1, we saw when he got really angry when they were attacking Adam and Eve and they almost killed her. He got freaking angry and his power shot the hell up. So I think he figures out that. And as much as he hates his dad, I think they're going to do like a training thing with him.
Okay, I can see him abusing the exposure, maybe trying to convince him, hey, come back to Earth with me, it's going to be fine. Everybody get him.
No, I see more of him training, and that part I see where you're going with that.
Yeah.
I don't think Invincible is smart enough or cunning enough to pull that off.
Okay.
Yet. But I think he will use his father to get stronger, one way or another. And also, like I said in the last episode, I think they're going to break up Invincible, whatever her
Amber.
I hate her. Every time her name comes up, I think I'm going to say that. I hate her. But
I don't hate her. You just hate her. I was just reiterating.
Yeah, you hate her. It's a gray area. I think either they break up or she dies, but either at the end of the season, since Omni-Man popped up too soon.
Oh, no.
Well, hold on, let me finish. Either Omni-Man gets killed at the end of the season or in the beginning of the next season.
So I don't know how... I can't necessarily comment on how alive Omni-Man will be, but you just said one thing.
That caught you.
Invincible needs to get stronger.
Mm-hmm.
Amber kind of needs to die.
You think Omni-Man's going to kill her?
I wouldn't go as far as Omni-Man, but if he's trying to prove a point and show you're not supposed to have emotional weakness to people, dead.
That's a good way to open that up, that next level. Speaking of that, I'm also aware a little bit of the comic. Mm-hmm. I'm not 100% sure what happens or everything. I think also somehow, because what we're seeing is Alan being attacked by these Viltrumites because they want to know what's going on Earth, right?
Yeah, they're wondering why a Viltrumite abandoned his post, potentially.
There, you said it. They will show up on Earth. That will convince Omni-Man to come back to Earth and protect Earth, in what I think.
He is the first of his kind to do so.
Yeah, so that he'll possibly be the first one to, you know what? I was wrong. I care more for Earth than the Ultramite. That's my little prediction on that.
And I think that they were also forbidden to have sons during the conversation with Alan.
That's what it sounded like.
Yeah.
It sounded like they were not supposed to reproduce. They were just supposed to destroy from the inside.
Yeah.
Or weaken it, sorry. So that's interesting. But we'll see what happens. Do you have anything else? Any other predictions?
No, like I said, this show throws me for a loop. I feel like there's going to be... The next episode is going to be very actiony. Going back to the last episode.
Or emotional.
Yeah, or emotional.
One of both.
As I was saying in the last episode, they have a flow to this, and this was definitely the storytelling episode.
Yes, and very good.
And I called it, but it did not go the way that I was hoping. Well, not necessarily hoping, but expecting. That's the better term. Now we're going to probably roll over into either action or emotional.
Yeah, that's where I think too as well. But other than that, that's all I have. Let us know in the comments what you guys thought about this episode, the previous one, where you think this is going. If you know the comics, try not to spoil it for anybody. If you don't, definitely give us your predictions, what you think about ours. Like, subscribe, and anything else you want us to react to, review, put them in the comments. Other than that, I've been Lobo.
I've been Jax.
And this was Joker's Wild Side Review.
See ya.